Hello, and welcome to our project video. My name is Boyang Zhou, and I'm going to present first. Our project has implemented a Supreme Court database design. Our team members include Boyang Zhou, which is me, Mohsin Ishfaq, and Javier Montaner. This is in the order of who presents first in this video. Now, I will present the cross-flow diagram of our design. This is our cross-flow diagram. I will go through all tables starting from basic info, and then to citation, and then in an anti-clockwise order to the other tables. The table basic info is the main table. It includes all the corresponding information of a case. The table citation includes all the specific information of the citation. The table decision is showing all the specific information of the Supreme Court's decision. Decision term is a lookup table for the decision and the terms that the decision is made. It is connecting with the table decision through decision ID. The table natural court includes all the information regarding natural courts. The table origin has the information of the court where the case is originated. The table source includes the information of the court before the case handed to the Supreme Court. The table lower court is showing the lower court's decision and attitude. The table laws entails all specific information of the law that is related to the case. The table issue includes all the specific information of the issue. Lastly, the table voting is showing the voting status of the case in the Supreme Court. As you can see, all tables that are connected to the main table basic info through the corresponding ID. For example, the table citation has citation ID, the table decision has decision ID, and so on. Next, my teammates Mohsin Ishfaq and Javier Montaner are going to present the PHP design of our database.
Hi, my name is Mohsin Ishfaq, and today I will be showing you our project executing from the user's point of view. So this is our main screen, display all cases, and as we can see, we have a search bar right here in which you can search by case name. So we'll go ahead and search by United States. As we can see, all the case names pop up with the United States. So we'll go back to the main screen, and this is all of our data in the table. And we'll go ahead and all the way down here is an insert. So we'll go ahead and create an insert. This allows the user to enter in any of the information they wish. So we'll go ahead and insert this into our table. As we can see, new record created successfully. And we have ours auto incrementing, so we'll all add all the way to the end. And this is the row of data which we just compiled. So now we'll go ahead and edit it. So there's two scenarios for our update because this is where our transaction occurs. You can either enter a valid issue ID and the change will occur, or if you enter an invalid issue ID, the change will not occur. And it does this by checking the issue table and making sure it exists. So right here, we have to enter an issue ID. We'll do something like 10, where I know it doesn't exist in our table, as we'll be able to see later on. So we'll try and update that. And as we can see, invalid issue ID, because if you can't index the issue ID table, then you're not going to be able to do the joins correctly and join off that issue ID. So now we'll go ahead and do an example where our transaction actually commits. So as I re-enter all this data, we'll go ahead and pick a different issue ID. So we'll do 10.0.0.50. And this is nice as it allows the user to change multiple columns at a single time versus going one by one. So we'll go ahead and update that. And as we can see, records updated successfully. So now let's go ahead and check. And the change has been committed through with the new issue ID. So we'll go ahead and delete that from our table. And case ID 1028 has been deleted. So as we can see, our case ID 1028 is gone from the table. Next, we'll go ahead and look at the issues table. And in this table, we have a more sophisticated search bar, and then we'll go ahead and look at the insert and update as well. So we'll go ahead and enter some data into here. New record created successfully. And as we can see, the entry we have just entered is the first row of this column. So we'll go ahead and change that now. And we'll try and go ahead and update it. As we can see, since it exists, it has update completed. We'll go ahead and delete that. And next, I'll be demonstrating the search bar. So the search bar is really nice because you're able to search by any column. So let's go ahead and grab anything pertaining to civil rights. So we'll go civil and issue area, and we'll sort by the issue text. As you can see here, all of this is related to civil rights. Let's go ahead and do another one, privacy, and this one will sort by issue ID. As we can see, this is now sorted by issue ID column. Next, we have a report on case sources under Chief Justices. So this is going to combine a couple of tables, which will grab our case name, the Chief Justice, and where they got the case from. So if we want to see all of them for Chief Justice Vincent, and we'll sort it by source location, this is every case that Vincent has grabbed from any source location. And if we want to search by a specific source location, perhaps we want to go everything for California, and we'll go by source, and we'll sort by Chief Justice. As we can see, this is an alphabetical order and everything is in California. Next, we'll do report on case locations. So this will grab the origin location of the case and also display case name, the law type, and the issue area of the case. So we can search by either by Chief Justice, by origin location, law type, issue area, and also case name. So we'll go ahead and check everything for burger, or just burger. And we'll go origin location. As we can see, burger has taken it from Alabama, Arizona, California, and these are a lot of cases. So you can see all the law types that they decide to deal with. You can see specific chief justices and where they're getting their cases from. We'll go ahead and do another search, but this time by location. So we'll do California, and we'll sort it by case name. As we can see, all of these are in the California district courts, and this is all on the right-hand side, sorted by alphabetical order. And last but not least, we have a report of laws and issues. So we'll have the case name and what area did they pertain to. For example, I want to see everything pertaining to patents, and I'll go ahead and do issue text, and we'll sort it by law type. So as we can see, quite a few with patents, and we can see the issue area and also laws type that it falls under, as well as the case name. So if you're searching for a specific case, it's very helpful. We can look for court rules under law type, and we'll go ahead and sort that by issue area. And this is all the laws type. So as we can see, our 3 reports generate a ton of information, a great way to sort and search through all of these columns and do multiple table joins as well.
Hello, my name is Javier Montaner, and I will be presenting on our code which implements the transaction for our project. We perform transactions as we are updating an entry in the table which contains the information for all the Supreme Court cases in our database. We update the value by allowing the user to input data for the entry they want updated, and the transaction performs a check on the issue ID, and which then determines if the commit is made or not. So after the transaction has begun, we update the values of the database to those input by the user. However, after this, we perform another query in which we select from the issue table the values in which the issue ID is equal to the one input by the user. If there is a result from this query, that means that in the issue table, there is an entry with the issue ID equal to the one input by the user, meaning this issue ID is valid. Therefore, we will commit the changes and indicate the user accordingly. However, if there is no such result, this means that there is no entry in which the issue ID are equal, meaning the issue ID is not valid. Therefore, we roll back the changes and will inform the user that the issue ID they input was invalid.
This is Boyang Zhou again. Now I'm going to present the 5-table join. The PHP code is under the file report2.php, and the SQL code is in line 14. To make it easier to read, I have copied the SQL code to here. Our 5-table join command is used to display information about the origin of various Supreme Court cases, the Chief Justice overseeing the case, and some other supplementary information. It combines the table issue, laws, basic info, natural court, and origin. So let's take a look at the command. As you can see, we are selecting nc.chief, which is the natural court chief, o.name, the court name of where the case originated, l.type, the name of the law type, i.area, the larger category of the issue, and bi.casename, which is the case name. From their corresponding table issue, laws, basic info, natural court, and origin. The where clause is to connect all tables together by making their corresponding ID equal to the ID in the basic info table. That concludes our project video. Thank you so much for watching.